When Paul Dye worked for NASA as flight director at the Houston Space Center, he looked after these. But as a home builder, his heart was always here. Now as editor of Kitplanes magazine, he offers his top 6 reasons to consider Homebuilts.
So one of the biggest advantages of experimental aircraft these days is our ability to put in the latest in avionics. We can put in equipment like this. We have a Garmin touchscreen, a big one and a small one. We've got a Garmin 650, a backup radio, which is also a NavCom. This entire panel would probably cost around, in a certified airplane, would probably cost in the $70,000, $80,000 range, this capability. And in the experimental world, this is a $25,000 panel. Not only that, we have equipment that rivals what most people see in a big Boeing these days. So it's a pretty exciting world to be in experimental aviation. So another advantage to experimental aviation is the ability to innovate. This is a standard RV-10, but it doesn't have a standard front end. It has a turboprop engine on the front. It's being worked up. We've covered it in Kitplanes magazine a few months ago. The material for the exhausts looked like steel, but it's not. It's carbon ceramic, and they're working on that technology that you can actually work in a normal workshop. Something like that in certified aircraft would cost a fortune. In experimental, it's just something that people can tinker with every day. And if you're just the kind of the person who loves to tinker with machinery, you don't need to get a turbine solution. You can just put in a Lycoming. You can modify it. You can do all sorts of things. This Ariane Lightning has a wonderfully powerful O320, which has been tweaked just a little bit and put together for experimental use. A lot of people are intimidated by the thought of building an airplane, but the truth is you no longer have to start with raw bauxite ore and refine your own aluminum. You can get a quick build kit, something that actually comes delivered looking a lot like an airplane. There's still an awful lot of work to do, and that's the part of the learning process, but you get a lot of help these days. Most private pilots will probably never get the chance to fly a jet, especially if it's a certified jet. It's just out of price. But in the experimental world, you can buy and build your own single-seat jet airplane like this Subsonics. It's a blast. Once you join the community of home builders, you meet all sorts of people. It's a fun group. We get together, we camp, we fly. There's a wide variety of airplanes available. People here at Oshkosh camp with their airplanes for the entire week, and they just can't wait until the next year comes around to be able to meet the same folks in the same airplanes over again.